All right, so you've got the skincare products that you really love, or you've bought some new skincare products that you're trying to incorporate into your skincare routine, and it's confusing. What goes first? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to layer and apply skincare products in the correct order. Hopefully that will help clear up some of the confusion, give you a good solid basis of knowledge so that whenever you add a skincare product to your routine, you know exactly where it goes. And for those of you who are new and have been looking for lower cost drugstore options for skincare products, I'm actually going to be using drugstore level products in this video. In other words, they have ingredients that work and they're inexpensive. And also for those of you who are new who don't know who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert of 37 years, even though I am not dressed like one today because we're doing a demo. Here to help you find skincare that will work for you, not empty your wallet and not do you more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube from someone who really walks the talk, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. All right, so let's have some fun here. Clean skin first, obviously. Then you want to apply water-based serums. That would be vitamin C serum, liquid exfoliation products, anything that is not an oil or has an occlusive nature that would block the penetration of these products. So in today's demonstration of doing this, I'm going to start with a vitamin C serum because it is one of the must-haves that I talk about that should be in any solid skincare routine starting in your 20s. The one I'm using today is True Skin Vitamin C Super Serum. We're going to apply that to my skin first. Just a few drops here on my fingers. Okay. And we're going to pat that in, avoiding the eyelids. The reason we're going to avoid the eyelids is because the skin of the eyelids is very thin and sensitive. I know mine is, especially now that I'm 60. Anything I put on there that is too strong dries out the upper eyelid, will make it look crepey and wrinkly and actually older. So I'm going to pat that in. Any excess I always just rub into the backs of my hands. Why not? I'm not going to waste product. Then next I'm going to apply peptides, and peptides are something I talk about, very important in the skincare routine because they help replace the amino acids that are actually the building blocks of collagen. They're not collagen in of itself because collagen molecules too large to penetrate the skin, although they're very hydrating to the surface of the skin. These actually are absorbed and used by your skin cells to help improve their health and longevity. Now, there are a lot of peptide serums on the market. A lot of them I like. The one I'm going to use in today's video, since it's an AM routine, is a Gerline, which is a special type of peptide, also called Botox in a bottle. This particular peptide helps to slow down the movements of the muscles just underneath the skin, and when used on an ongoing basis, gives you similar results to Botox, not as intense as Botox results because it's not going to freeze the muscle, but it has been shown to be very helpful in relaxing fine lines and wrinkles and helping to tighten the overall upper layer of the skin. So we're going to put a few drops of that into my fingers, onto my fingers, and we're going to pat that in, paying close attention to the areas where we get those fine lines and wrinkles, like the crow's feet area just under the eyelid and around the mouth, and of course, the forehead area. And we're going to give this water-based serum just a minute or two to absorb. Then next, I'm going to apply a hyperpigmentation treatment. Again, I'm a little bit older, so I want to make sure that I'm preventing any sunspots, age spots, brown patches from showing up in my skin. So I'm going to be using the discoloration correcting serum from Good Molecules. And the reason I'm using this one is a multitasking product that has several different skin acids in it, like tranexamic acid, that help reduce or fade and prevent the reoccurrence of those dark spots and patches. Now, truth be told, any water-based serum can go on really in any order. So you could have done this one first and then done vitamin C serum and then a Gerline. You could do a Gerline first. Because they're water-based serums, they're not going to prevent these other water-based serum ingredients from being able to be absorbed. So I really want to pay attention to my temple area, my jaw area. And since I have this on my fingers, the back of my neck, because guys, the back of our necks age so much faster because we had short hair most of our lives, or most of us did. So that's where my excess is going. Back of the hands, good spot too. And again, you can apply these skincare products anywhere on your arms, chest, hands that you have sun damage. Really can make a big difference over the course of a month or two. All right, so that's absorbed really quickly. Then next would come your eye treatment if you're using one. You can't just use your moisturizer. Some folks do that. I prefer to have extra ingredients in my eye creams. I like formulations that are formulated for this. At night, I would use this one by Versed Skincare, which contains a retinol ingredient. But because this is an AM routine, I'm not going to use that because sunlight breaks down the retinoid components in a product on the skin and makes it useless, really. So any hydrating eye product you want to use that does not have retinol can work. The one I'm using is by OneSkin. This is an OS1 peptide cream. It's specially formulated for aging skin. It's a little bit expensive, I will tell you. But again, there are all types of drugstore level eye products that work very well. Now, I will put links down below in the video description box for some suggestions for those and the ones that I'm using in the demo today. Next up, moisturizer, if you're using one. And the reason we're doing moisturizer now is because we want to hold in moisture, protect the skin from the elements, and help to improve the efficacy of the skincare ingredients that you just applied to your face, or I just applied to my face. Now, I live in Florida. It's still warm and humid here, so I like polyglutamic acid. This polyglutamic acid by the Inky List, one of my favorite brands, which is a hydrating gel-like moisturizer that is great for all skin types, much like hyaluronic acid moisturizers we talk about here on the channel. It helps draw in moisture into the skin, but it will not pull moisture out of the skin. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this to the surface of my skin. And polyglutamic acid actually can help hydrate those upper eyelids without irritation, because we don't want to leave them out. We just have to be very careful what we place there. Then, of course, next comes sunscreen. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Have I told you you need to wear sunscreen? You must protect your skin from the damaging effects of the sun. Ultraviolet light not only will damage the skin over time, leading to 70 to 90% of the visible signs of aging, fine lines, wrinkles, age spots, dark spots, saggy, wrinkly skin, breakdown of collagen and elastin. It does all of that, and it's accumulated over years. So a sunscreen is a must. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, sunscreen causes cancer. Sunscreen does not cause cancer. Do your research. There are certain chemical sunscreens that at certain levels are toxic and in petri dishes have led to the expansion of cancerous cells. But we don't have a case of a person developing cancer from a sunscreen. There is not a single one. So do your research, rant over, apply sunscreen, whether it's mineral, whether it's a hybrid mix of mineral and the less troublesome chemical components in sunscreen, or your favorite sunscreen. The sunscreen for you is the one you will remember to wear. I'm applying my favorite. It's a hybrid mineral with a chemical component, more mineral than chemical. And I like that it has a very slight tint to offset any white cast from the mineral in the sunscreen. This is the Universal Tinted SPF 46 Moisturizing Sunscreen by Dermatology. DRMLTGY is actually how they spell it. I'm going to be applying this to my skin, obviously everywhere. That means my face, my ears, my neck. And the great thing about this sunscreen is it stays in place. You can actually use it as your moisturizer because it has the same ingredients as solidly formulated moisturizers have to give your skin that extra pump of moisture, keep it plump, keep it glowing looking, and protect it from the damaging effects of the sun. So for a quick recap, when it comes to applying your skincare products and where they fall in your routine, water-based products always first. Usually they can be applied in any sort of order unless they are specifically labeled as going on first. Next, any spot treatments or serums. Then your occlusive skin protecting products like your oils, your moisturizers, and then of course, sunscreen. Now, I hope you guys found this video helpful today on knowing where to place your skincare products. If you did, please like it, share it out, let me know in the comments below. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging, be sure to check out that video that I picked out for you next. Thank you guys so much for watching, supporting the channel. We are doing so amazing, growing 10, 11, 12,000 subscribers a month, all because you're sharing out the videos and my work. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.